Hello everyone, this is the FIDE Master Alessandro Santagati, and I'm very happy to do this video in which I will analyze my game against the international master Contin. In this game, I played white and I played e4. He played c5, so Sicilian defense, c3, a Latin variation, and now e6, d4, d5. When black plays d5, if I play e5, it's a French advanced variation. And I know that he is a very good expert in the French, so I thought that was much better for me don't go in that variation, and I thought to play e takes d5, e takes d5, knight f3, and probably we can play a game, a classical game in which we have the isolated pawn on the center, and this happened after knight c6, bishop b5, bishop g4, and castle on bishop d6, because after bishop d6 I thought that now was the right moment to take on c5. Now is forced to take with the bishop, and I have the classical position which there is the isolated pawn for black. So for one hand I can attack this weakness, but for another hand he can have a very nice attack because he has more space, so for him is easier try to make an attack against me. So that's the point about this topic. I played h3 to force his bishop to trade or maybe to go on h5. If he trades, I'm happy, because usually when you play against the isolated pawn, it's a good idea to trade pieces, because in this way his attack it will be weaker, and it's much easier for white making it against d5. So bishop h5, he didn't take, and now bishop e3. My idea is force the trade of the bishops, because if bishop on d6 is a bad move, because I can play bishop d4, and white has a clear advantage attacking g7. So I think he has to take, and rook e1, taking the bishop with my rook. So rook takes e3, castle, and now bishop e2. My idea is that after that my knight on f3 is pinned, and to remove the spin, bishop e2 is a good idea, and I don't like to trade my bishop b5 for the knight, so I thought that was better go back with my bishop. So queen b6, and now queen b3, because the queen is attacking the pawn. But I'm very happy to trade the queen, so I played queen b3 for this reason, and now I decide to go back with the queen, and now knight a3. We did yet to play knight b5 and maybe go d4 with my knight blocking the square d4, and I can also propose a trade. So a6, knight c2, and knight f5. It's a very interesting moment of the game, because usually when we play this kind of position, black has to play active chess, and he played knight a5 to make pressure against the rook and play dynamic chess. And after this move, I played rook d3, knight d5. Another active move for black. He decided to sacrifice a pawn to have an active position, because I have to take. He takes my bishop, and now I take on d5. So I'm a pawn, but black has a very strong counterplay, and he played the rook d8. If black plays knight d7, it doesn't work, because I can simply play rook d2, and after queen takes e5, rook e1, and I can take back the piece, and white has a clear advantage now. For this reason, it's not possible to play knight d7, he played rook d8, and rook d8 is a very nice move for him, because he is threatening to play bishop c4. So if I play a move like rook e1, maybe he can play bishop c4. The idea is that if I take with the knight, he can take the rook and he can win the exchange. So that's the point. For this reason, I thought a long time about this move, and then I found knight b4. The knight is defending the rooks, and now bishop c4 doesn't work, because it doesn't work because I can simply take it. And black tried a5, trying to force my knight to go away, but now I played rook e1, because if he takes my knight, I can take his bishop. So after a takes b4, for example, I can simply play rook takes e2, and I can keep my pawn, and I can trade pieces, so that's good for me. I think in this position I'm better. So he tried a4, but I have a very nice trick, because after queen c2 and rook takes d5, knight takes d5, and queen takes d5. Now the problem is that if I take the bishop on e2, so if I take, for example, this bishop, the point is that, okay, I take the bishop, but then you can take my knight, and I lost a piece. So now a very important move is queen takes f5. That's a very nice move. Black has to take my queen, and then have this trick, knight e7 check, the king has to go to h8, and then knight takes f5. So what happened now? I simplify the position, I'm up a pawn, have a very active position with my rook, my king is safe, it can escape from h2, you must waste time to give a square the king. So now white has a very strong endgame. So bishop c4, a3. I don't want to give him the pawn on a, so I played a3, and now knight d6, bishop d5, and now a very important move. My idea was play rook e7 because my take this pawn, but if I take this pawn immediately, if I play rook e7 and then I take the pawn immediately, the point is that he can find moves like rook b8, and then he can try to take my pawn on b2. So I played first rook e5, then bishop c6, and now rook e7. Why? Because if now king g7 and knight takes b7, rook b8 doesn't work now because I have time to play knight a5. So if the bishop was on d5, knight a5 doesn't attack the bishop, so he has time to take b2. But now knight a5 is attacking the bishop, so he must waste a tempo moving the bishop away, and then have time to defend my pawn, playing now, for example, rook b7, rook a8, rook b5. Now I can simply defend my pawn b2, I'm up 2 pawns, and the endgame should be easy win for me. Let's go to see the game. So king g3 now, I played rook d5, and I made a big blunder, but I didn't exploit that because after rook d5, I could have checkmate. I could play f4, king f5, king f3, and then g4, and mate. So if h5, g4, h4, h4, and checkmate. So I had checkmate, but I didn't see that. I played knight d4, and he played f5. Knight f6. Okay, I'm sure I'm still very good now in this position. King h4, very active with the king. And now black is forced to play rook b5 because my knight is attacking the rook and bishop at the same time. He has no other moves, so he has to play this, take, and now I take another pawn. And now my advantage in the endgame is clear. So he tries to take my pawn, but I can simply play knight f8, knight there to stop the square b3. So I played king d3, and now king g5. And now take the pawn, and now I go g5, king takes. And now, okay, this endgame is always win for me because maybe I can also play better, but at the end I tried to find a very easy way to win because I thought that if I have 4 pawns against bishop, I can win that game. So I said, okay, let's take the ending pawn, let's remove the last pawn of the game, and then we can win that game with only the pawns. I push the pawn, and the strategy should be that I should avoid that he can join with the king. So king f5 to stop his king, check king f6 with the always to stop the king. You see the enemy king cannot join, and now it's an easy win because I push the pawn h, and there is no way to stop it. h6 there, but g5, then I play g6. I cover my h pawn, then I can promote. So for this reason, now he resigns because there is nothing to do now. So I think it's a very interesting game, especially because there is a very nice topic in the middle game, the isolated pawn. It's a very key topic if you want to improve your chess, and also very nice end game, very interesting how to improve your end game, try to defend your pawns, try to attack the enemy pawns, especially if you have the pieces more active. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have questions, feel free to write below in the comments, and see you soon for a new video. Thank you again for watching. Have a good day. Bye.